Hey guys, welcome to my very first tutorial. Today I'm going to be sharing how to create a drop-down menu on Showit. It's really quite simple. My favorite thing about Showit is that you don't need a no code to create this interactive drop-down menu. So for the sake of this tutorial, I am using the My Simple template. It's a free template that's on Showit, and it already has a header here. So I'm going to be using that. And let's get started. First things first, I'm going to be using the gallery text to open up the drop-down menu. And before we do that, we need to create some canvas views. And we're going to copy all of this and put it into view 1. And we're going to duplicate it. And this is going to be your view 2. And then for view 2, we're going to create the drop-down box like so. And just play around with it. And then I like to use an icon. I'm going to change the color and that. I'm going to make sure it's behind the gallery text. So when they click on it, it's not overlapping and preventing you from opening the link. All right. So now that we have our drop-down menu, I'm going to add some text. And also I need to make sure that it's not turned on mobile because we're making a whole separate drop-down menu for mobile only. All right, so for this, I'm going to put weddings, make it a little bit smaller, and space, and color because it's a dark box. We need it to be light so you can see it. All right, so now we have weddings. Family. And then I like to say, I guess portraits. Let's make this a little bit bigger and make sure that they are aligned, equal space. All right. And again, make sure it's turned off on the mobile. All right, so now we have the drop down. And for it to open up the drop down, we need to click on gallery and then your click actions. You want to make sure it's set to canvas, this canvas, and view 2. And I usually turn off the scroll to canvas because sometimes it can be annoying if you're a little bit maybe past the header. It's going to scroll back up to the header. And sometimes I find that a little annoying, but you can leave it as is if you like that. And then for closing, I like to, again, canvas, this canvas, and we're going to set it for view 1 because we want it to click and go to view 1, which doesn't have the drop-down menu. So we're gonna preview it. And you see how it's not aligned? It's because we have the horizontal lock. So we're gonna go back and we're going to make sure that each new element I added has a horizontal locking. like so. So now when we preview, it's aligned to gallery. And then I want to make another drop down when we click families. So in order to do that, I'm just going to duplicate view 2 and then rename this 3. Oops. And then I'm going to make the box just a little bit bigger to accommodate the new, the sub menu I'm creating. And I'm going to drop down portraits, make it slightly bigger. All right. And then I'm going to copy and paste and shift it. This one's going to be maternity. And then this one's going to be newborn. And I want to make it slightly bigger so I can fit one more. And then this one's going to be just family. Oops. Make sure they're aligned. All right, so now we have the sub menu. And in order to get that to open, we're going to view 2 and we're going to click on families, click actions, set it to canvas, this canvas, and view 3. And then we're going to go to 3, families, canvas, this canvas, view 2, because we want them, when they click families, once it's open in view 3, we want them to click that and it go back to 2 to close it, like so. And now I'm going to, oops, nope, I'm good. It is horizontally locked. So preview, gallery, families, like so. Now that we've done the desktop version, I'm going to go to the mobile nav and edit that. We're going to do the same thing we did for the desktop version. We're just going to switch it to mobile view. And we're going to create some canvas views, copy, and then drag in there. We'll just duplicate this. All right, so view 2, and again, gallery, it's going to open up and have, as you know, the drop down. So I'm going to take contact and blog and just shift it down a bit to accommodate the drop down menu. And then I'm going to add some text. This one's going to be weddings. Families. And portraits. Like so. And I'm just going to make sure that they're distributed. All right, voila. And then we got to make sure that when we click gallery, that it's set to canvas, this canvas, and canvas 2, so it opens up the view. And then we want to make sure that the gallery is set to view 1, because when it clicks, or when they click on it, we want this to go back up. And then again, we're going to be making a third view, so we can, you know, when they click on family, it's going to open up this other menu here. So we're going to duplicate view 2, make view 3, and then I'm going to create a little box. like so. And then an icon, make sure we change the color, arrow, and boom. And again, I'm just making sure it's behind the families. I don't want it to overlap families, so when they click on it, it doesn't work. And just align it. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to add some text again. There we go. And I want to make sure that it has maternity. And then space. I'm going to make this one upper, lighter and smaller, like so. And then newborn. And then family. And I'm going to make sure it's aligned again. And then just shift it to align it. All right, boom. So there we go. And then we got to make sure that families is set to click open canvas view 3. And then we want to make sure that the families link on view 3 is set to view 2. So when they click on it, it closes like so. So we're going to publish. But first, we need to make sure that the header we want to make sure that the hamburger button on the header is set to show the mobile navigation, which it is. And then I'm going to publish and then preview. There we go. Click on gallery, families. Might have to move that up a little bit, but you get the idea. That's how you create an interactive drop-down menu on Showit with absolutely no coding. Please make sure you like and subscribe. I'll be making more Showit tutorials shortly. Thanks for watching.